Hey guys, let's take a look at our daily forage today. So it's been raining a ton around here, and there's a good chance if you walk through your property, you'll see a bunch of these little purple flowers coming up. They're wild violets. You can use them in many different ways, but the first thing we're going to do is take a walk around the property and see how many of them we can find. It's a little bit like an Easter egg hunt, so you can really get the opportunity to know your property and what you might have growing. Let's check it out. Both the leaves and flowers are edible on the wild violet, and the way you can tell that's the plant you're looking for is that the leaves will have a telltale heart shape to them. You can treat the leaves like spinach, use it as a substitute. Some people saute it as it gets a little bit older. Some people eat it raw in salads. The younger they are, the more tender they're going to be. They're not going to be as tough and chewy. Now, some people have reported some mild reactions to eating the stems in high quantities. So that'd be something I just look out for. The stems are pretty tough anyways, so I wouldn't worry about that. All right, so I mentioned earlier the leaves are edible, but what can you use the flowers for? The answer is lots of different things. Some people infuse them into oil, some people infuse them into vinegars, some people candy them by beating together egg whites and sugar and coating the flowers and dehydrating them. So it's a great garnish for baking on top of cupcakes or just being naughty and eating them right out of the bag. For us, I'm thinking what will make this quarantine go by a lot faster is a few cocktails. With the flowers that I collected, it's not that much, it's probably about maybe a half a cup or so, but I was also looking for more patience out there and I couldn't find that either. So I'm gonna go ahead and work with what I have. If you want to collect more, you could easily collect your flowers, put them into a Ziploc bag or a mason jar in the refrigerator, and probably even go back to that spot you found these flowers tomorrow and collect some more fresh flowers. Just keep them in a bag in the refrigerator until you're ready to use them. We're first going to make a concentrated violet tea. Bring 1 cup of water to a boil and pour into a jar. Let sit for about 5 minutes to cool. Add your flowers and stir to fully incorporate. Let your tea sit out overnight in your countertop. The following morning you'll see a remarkable change in the color of the water. Next, you're going to strain your violet leaves from your tea and carefully observe the brilliance of the cobalt liquid. At this stage, we're going to carefully heat up our tea and dissolve sugar into it to create a syrup. The ratio we're going to use is a 2-to-1 ratio. So in this case, we have 1 cup of tea and 2 cups of sugar. Combine the tea and the sugar together first and whisk to hydrate as much as you can before turning the heat on to low. At this stage, we're not looking to cook the syrup too much, otherwise we'll destroy the color and the flavor. So as you're whisking it, remove it from the heat and put it back on the heat to control the temperature. Once the sugar is completely dissolved, carefully remove the saucepan from the heat and pour your syrup into a heat-proof container and allow to cool completely. All right, enough of this. Let's have a drink. We're first going to need 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of our violet syrup, 1 egg white, 2 ounces of your favorite gin, 1/2 ounce maraschino liqueur, 1 large ice cube and 1 smashed ice cube into a shaker. Add the rest of your liquid ingredients, including your egg white, and shake until your arm goes numb or for 15 seconds. Double strain into a chilled coupe glass. Step back, admire your work, and lastly, garnish with a freshly picked violet. So there you have it, a twist on a classic, the Aviation. There's a few reasons why I picked the Aviation. First, the Aviation is classically made with something called creme de violette, which is a violet liqueur. Secondly, Aviation. I think of our friends, the honeybees, all pollinators, bombing around, pollinating all of these beautiful spring flowers, fruits and soon-to-be vegetables. And outside of doing an amazing job pollinating, the bees are incidentally also great drinking companions. So cheers to the bees, cheers to the spring, cheers to all the beautiful food on its way. Get outside, explore your yard, have some fun. Cheers.